Did PlayStation just announce their very own Wii U? I mean, kind of. It's a bit complicated. Let's get into it. So during PlayStation's showcase today, they announced that they're releasing a handheld codenamed Project Q, and it's set to come out later this year. And you might be thinking, oh, finally, I was a huge fan of the PlayStation Vita. I'm so glad they're doing another handheld. Well, slow your roll, Jethro, because this doesn't seem like it's going to be anything like a PS Vita or even a Nintendo Switch. In fact, it seems like it's going to be more like a Wii U. What do I mean by that? Well, this handheld right here, which is basically a DualSense controller with a screen slapped in the middle of it, is actually a streaming device, meaning that it's essentially using remote play so you can play your PS5 games on a handheld through Wi-Fi. That's right, you're basically not going to leave your house with this bad boy, unless you can depend on Starbucks Wi-Fi or something, which, let's be honest, you're not going to be able to depend on anyone else's Wi-Fi except your own. That is, if you have really good internet to begin with. So more often than not, you're probably going to be restricted to playing games portably at your home through your own Wi-Fi while your PlayStation 5 is under the same roof. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Well, that was the Wii U. Most Wii U games allowed you to play portably through the Wii U gamepad's touchscreen, which is a pretty cool novelty, but you couldn't take it outside. Heck, you couldn't even go 15 feet without the thing losing signal from the base console. In the PlayStation's case, though, you'll be able to pretty much play remote play as long as you have good internet connection, no matter where you are. So that kind of has an advantage going for it, but the thing is though, it's really tough to rely on Wi-Fi that isn't your own, so really, you're probably going to be playing this a lot more at home. And in that sense, it is a lot like a Wii U. Although the screen is better, it's an LCD display with a 1080p resolution for up to 60 FPS, so that's nothing to sneeze at there. Of course, if your Wi-Fi connection is bad, you're probably not going to get 1080p visuals, but no doubt this is a more premium product than the Wii U gamepad. However, is there really value in this? I mean, you can use remote play on your mobile phone for corn's sakes with an attachment you can get for like maybe 20 bucks. I've heard that's how cheap those attachments are. So really, what is the value in this? Not only that, but it's not like games are going to support two-screen functionality like Wii U games did. You're only going to be able to play these games on their own as long as you have a good Wi-Fi connection. So back to my original point, did PlayStation pretty much announce their own Wii U of sorts? Yes and no. In their defense, Project Q has the advantage of being able to play games anywhere as long as there's a Wi-Fi connection. You don't have to have the PlayStation 5 right next to you like you had to have the Wii U right next to the gamepad. However, cloud streaming can be a very tricky thing. Your response times could get worse, the game can buffer, all kinds of stuff can happen with cloud gaming, and using something like remote play can be really risky if you're playing an online game or a game that requires high reflex time. So yeah, for better and for worse, the Project Q kind of seems like the PlayStation's version of the Wii U. We'll have to see how much this device costs when it releases later this year, but let me know in the comments what you think of this device.